Welcome
back
to
your
favorite
part
of Let's Go! So last week I was talking to you guys about how we're trying this new thing, putting potatoes in sacks and just seeing how they grow, see if there's enough room for them. And today we're working on adding some more dirt to those bags for the potatoes and some more wood chips as well.
Well, today we're just adding a lot of these chips. This is wood chips that we get from a local tree service. And we ran them through our own residential sized chipper shredder. Just makes them a little finer. So now we're adding these on top of the dirt and compost that was already in the bag. The potatoes have grown. We should have done this probably a week or so ago. Potatoes are big and tall. We're coming back and adding this on top just to give them more material to grow in and put potatoes in. We like potatoes, so we want them to be able to grow a lot of potatoes. I know our soil is good because we actually had to, even though these are small and in bags, we actually had to weed these before we added the additional material. On this one you can see there must have been a small hole where it got some light. There's a piece of grass growing out of the dirt and compost we had in the bottom, growing right through the bag. So I know this is good growing material. But as we add this, our goal is to just give lots more room where the plants will actually produce and fill these things up with potatoes. I'm pulling the big chunks out. Our system isn't perfect, but it does make some pretty nice finer mulch-like material. We're not adding a lot of fertilizer and things because if you give them a lot of nitrogen, a lot of fertilizer, these potatoes, they'll all go to tops. They'll grow some big, beautiful plants, but you won't have potatoes. I'm going to try to get these finished up before breakfast. I've got a few more to weed and to fill with chips. But I did want to mention one more thing. Because these are sitting above the ground, they do dry out a lot faster than the rest of the garden. And so you have to think about, like, if you have any hanging pots or plants, like flowers, maybe some flowers in pots that are hanging. You have to water those. You have to water those more often than most of your other plants and things that are in the ground. So kind of think of these like that pot that's hanging, because it gets a lot more air to it, a lot more sun, and so they dry out faster. So you have to remember to water them a little bit. Now if you have plenty of rain, that's okay, because these are all sitting outside. And we have had rain lately, but after I finish filling all of these with this wood chips, I'm gonna come back with a hose and just water them, make sure they're good and wet, because the next few days we shouldn't be having rain, so we'll just get them good and wet so that they'll keep growing well. So hopefully our experiment works out. I'm looking forward to a lot of potatoes this fall. We'll keep you up to date and let you know how it goes.
So although we are experimenting with doing potatoes in bags, in the past we've done potatoes a lot of different ways, building a hill, planting them in the hill, then hilling them again, This year we just dug really deep, planted them, and then once they're above ground, we're just putting mulch around them, and not necessarily hilling them, but putting mulch around them and kind of building them up. So we're gonna see how those turned out. And on the one row, we wanted to save space, so instead of planting them just directly in a row, we actually kind of staggered them back and forth. So we're working on weeding and putting mulch in the more traditional way to plant potatoes. So we got that one row completely weeded, and yesterday we actually already weeded and put mulch on one of our rows. So this is the one that was already done. Look at that. Watch out for the fierce tigers of the garden. So as we're looking here at our potatoes and just the way we're experimenting with them, I was just thinking about a couple of things I want to talk to you guys about. First, just a huge thank you to Dulce Tree Service. They are a great source for good wood chips and mulch. They have a variety of different types of mulch. We just get their just plain wood chips, and they work so good. If you're in the Ashland area or Mansfield area or anywhere in that area in Ohio, check them out. Dulce Tree Service. Also, I was thinking as we were talking about experimenting and trying new things with gardening, we don't have that big of a garden. I mean, for some people they might think it's huge. For other people they're like, that's not a very big garden. But we're trying to make do with what we've got. We had a bunch of leftover potatoes, so we thought, well, we don't have room for these. Where can we put them? And just trying to come up with creative solutions. And I just wanted to give a huge shout out to City Farm Boy, one of our viewers. He's commented on some of our videos, but I've gone over to his channel. I just am super impressed with the way he's just working really hard to make the most of what he's got. I'm going to be heading over there, watching a bunch of his videos. We're going to link his channel in the description below, so you can just go there, follow that link. And I encourage all of you guys to just go over there, just flood his channel with views and comment here from Humble Haven. And I know that would be super awesome. He'd love that. He definitely has not asked us to promote his channel in any way, but we're just super thankful for his support, and also just super impressed and glad to see someone else who is also just doing the best with whatever they can in whatever situation they are in. And really, comments, guys, are super encouraging to us. We love to hear what you guys are thinking as you're watching our videos. It just helps us connect better with you guys, so hit up those comments. This week, why don't you comment your favorite fresh fruit or vegetable, whether it's corn, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, maybe a fruit or vegetable I've never even had. That would be interesting. If you comment something really awesome, we'll pin it to the top of the comments. Figure out how to do that. It'll be awesome. So we just came in for breakfast. We're gonna make cottage cheese pancakes. Something you'd be interested in. We could make a video about that. You can comment below if you want to know more about that. 2 things to comment about: favorite vegetable or fruit, or fruit. You can do both. And do you want to hear about cottage cheese pancakes? How to make them? They're delicious. If you missed Thomas, he is at camp this week. So I know 2 back-to-back videos with me is a lot. Don't worry, he'll be back. I promise. Then you can start watching again. I know who you are. You're just watching for Thomas. That makes sense. I get it. Also, go check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook. We have a lot of stuff in the works. We have a new farm logo. Hopefully, we're going to also be getting a new Humble Haven Media logo. We have a lot of other exciting things in the works, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. We love you. See you next week.